What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid, and welcome back to the impossible challenge for Final Fantasy X. Guys, we are very, very close right now to being able to near enough finish everything. We literally just need one more armor, and then to capture two very, very common mobs, and then we are ready to go and fight Sin. So, you are very, very, very likely to see Sin in this video, as long as everything kind of goes smoothly, which realistically we can hope, right? We can hope. That's kind of what it comes down to. We just have to sort of pray for a little bit of luck. We need one more shaman armor from the landworm, which is going to be for Tidus. Once we have that, it is then time to go and capture 2 or 3 Nidhogs from Gagazat, aka the dog type enemy, which, as we all know, is super common. So that one really won't take very long to get at all. Once we have those 2 things, okay, it is then time to go and fight Sin. That is going to mean both of the Sin fins, the Sin spawn on Sin's back, including the core, and then Overdrive Sin, aka Sin's main body, which is probably going to give us a huge amount of trouble, but we will well, we'll sort of pray before we get to that. Oh, he woke up. Oh, well, yeah, I am actually using sleep powders now, aren't I? It doesn't really matter though. Like, luckily enough, he wakes up just in time to die to the candle. But maybe that'll give us some good RNG, you know? Maybe that'll give us some good luck, which it didn't there, unfortunately. But, you know, these things happen. It's just the nature of the game, you know? We can't always get everything that we want, after all. But luckily enough, we do have pretty much all the items we need for the bosses, other than the Supreme Gems. That is literally the only thing we don't need, and that is why we need to go and capture 2 Nidhogs. And then, yeah, it's gonna be Sin's fight. But you know, it's honestly, it's getting kind of crazy, you know. Like, I know I've been saying this a couple of times in a few of the videos where, you know, we started this challenge a good while ago. Like, well, I say a good while ago, it doesn't feel that long ago. I mean, let's have a look when I uploaded the first video, because I actually can't remember. I mean, we're on like 46 right now. But when did I upload the very first part? Let's see. So according to YouTube, the very first part was uploaded September 5th, 2024. You know, it really doesn't feel like nearly a year ago. It really doesn't feel that long ago. I mean, that's what, like 8 months ago at this point? It honestly doesn't feel that long. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that we're actually nearly there. I mean, yeah, I suppose 8 months is kind of a long time for a challenge. But on the bright side, this is giving you guys sort of a little behind the scenes, if you will, about just how long these challenges actually take. You know, all the ins, the outs, and stuff like that, and sort of kind of how much BS goes into them, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, some challenges are nice and smooth, but then you have others where we do end up having problems like this, where we have to grind for armors and equipment for ages and ages and ages. You know, that is just the way it goes sometimes. So hopefully you guys can, well, you guys get to know a little bit more about what actually goes on with them. Like some of the challenges, like, you know, FF1, FF2, stuff like that, you know, they're mostly pretty quick because obviously they're short games. The FF2 item only one did take freaking forever, though. I'm not gonna lie on that one. That one was super hyper mega annoying. But other than that, the earlier games, obviously with them being shorter games, you know, they're not too bad, all things considered. But for the later games, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, some of them take a bit longer. Some of them definitely take a bit longer. Honestly, I don't even know why I pretended to sneeze for 12, because I mean, I've already announced I am working on a 12 challenge, and it is taking ever. Obviously, though, that is one of the ones that I only work on at work, and I have to admit, I am having a small break from doing that one, just because the burnout on that particular challenge is actually starting to. It was really starting to creep up, you know, and it was becoming really, really demotivating, if that makes sense. So it was just sort of one of them where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little break from this challenge, and then we're gonna move on, and we're just gonna work on a couple of other things in the meantime, basically. Luckily enough, I do actually have one challenge that is basically finished and ready to upload. I will be uploading that for Ko-Fi and YouTube members. What's the date today? So I'm recording this on the 24th. You guys are going to be watching this on the 30th. So I will be uploading this. I don't actually know how I'm going to work this one. I might upload it for Ko-Fi and YouTube members pretty soon. And then we'll sort of see what happens. But it's not going to go public until probably the middle of next month. Maybe a little bit later, maybe towards the end of next month. And the reason for that, right, is I have this one challenge complete and obviously ready to go. It's all edited, well, basically ready to go. And then I have another challenge that is finished recording. Yeah, so it's all the gameplay is done, the script is done. I just need to record the commentary and edit it. I don't know how that one is going to go in the edit though, because I've tried a new way of doing it, right? So I've tried an entirely new way of sort of writing the script and doing the commentary and whatnot. So that one, I don't quite know how it's gonna go, and it is definitely for a genre that I don't really do. You know what? I will announce the video. It's an MGS free video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it was a pretty cool idea. That is definitely for sure. So what I would honestly say is, even if MGS isn't really your cup of tea, maybe just give it a try. You know, maybe just give it a little try and see what you think, because the commentary style is a little bit different and the general flow is a little bit different, and I want as many opinions as possible, right? And there will honestly be no better opinion than somebody who maybe is not like a huge mega fan of the game, yeah? Because MGS is kind of like Final Fantasy in that the fandom is kind of weird, right? Like, the fandom will basically enjoy anything no matter what when it comes to that game, which, yeah, I know is kind of weird, especially with the way FF is lately, but I'm on about the older fandom, you know? So the best sort of feedback I can absolutely possibly get is going to be from those who, you know, maybe have played the games, not necessarily hates them, but just enjoyed them, you know? Like, maybe they're not super huge into the franchise. But yeah, it's basically just, you know, like a little bit of feedback based on the new style. Essentially, that is definitely what I'm aiming for more than anything, because if the new style sort of works, right? If the new style works, it's actually going to make things just infinitely easier for me in terms of just challenges in general, right? It's definitely going to make things a lot more interesting and a lot more varied. It also means that I'll have a much easier entry into other RPGs and JRPGs. So for those who don't know, right, whenever it comes to my my Final Fantasy challenges, what I essentially do for them, obviously I know the games sort of inside out, right? So what I'll basically do is I'll play a bit, I'll write part of the script, you know, like if I do a boss, I'll write the script for the boss, then I'll play a bit more, write a bit more of the script, and so on and so forth. But with some of the things, yeah, with some of the things, like if I know exactly how something is going to go, I'll sort of pre-write that part of the script, and then obviously if need be, you know, I'll make some changes, which unfortunately a couple of times has led to, you know, the general commentary feeling, I don't know, a little disjointed maybe. That's probably the easiest way of putting it, just because obviously certain parts were wrote at one frame of mind, and then maybe it got tweaked a little during another frame of mind, so it just doesn't flow super smoothly. And sometimes I will admit I don't catch it, because most of the time whenever I record the commentaries for challenges, it's after I've just finished a 12-hour shift. Yeah, so at that point I'm already awake for like 15 hours, so doing the commentary then, some things do unfortunately slip through. Oh man, we're back on a bad RNG seed, it seems. We're back on a bad seed. But yeah, so some things sort of slip through the cracks, and this would help alleviate that. But not only that, it would also help for games that I don't know inside out. Yeah, so that would then allow me to do runs for, you know, the Persona series, Expedition, Agorist, Kingdom Hearts, what's that other Square one that came out not long ago? I can't remember what it's called. I mean, obviously there's Metaphor as well, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Dude, Square gave me the review code for it. Where is it? Is the box up there somewhere? I literally can't remember what it's called. It's got 2 games in the series. And you have like Octopath. There we go. I got it. I got it in the end. Yeah, I can do stuff for that. So it's gonna like massively open up the sort of games and the variety that I do challenges for. And then it's also going to open up the genres that we can do as well, which is just going to be, you know, a super nice thing to do. You know, it'll be nice to have a little bit of a mix-up. Because for those who don't know, right, I know I've said this a couple of times before, but everybody always acts surprised whenever it comes up, right? Like, believe it or not, I play a lot more than just Final Fantasy. It's like, I actually enjoy quite a lot of different game genres, as it were. I think realistically, the only genre I don't like is sports, you know, like football, Madden, hockey, basketball, you know, that sort of stuff. Not a big fan of them. It's like, I suppose with racing games, it's sort of catch-22. I don't like stuff like Formula 1 or the rally games and that. Not a huge fan of that. I'm more, you know, Need for Speed, street racing sort of thing. But yeah, I definitely quite enjoy games like that as well. So there's definitely a lot of genres that I really want to try for sure, especially the more retro games, right? So when it comes to, oh dude, I mean, okay, we got one for you in it. It's not the end of the world because we do actually need one later for her. I just kind of wished we actually had one for Tidus drop instead. That would have been just infinitely better, that is for sure. But it's okay, you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, unfortunately. But yeah, so what I want to do is I want to do some more retro games, because I don't know if anybody will agree with this. Just here, well, it's not a rant. Oh, I don't know why I defended with Riku there. It's not a rant or anything like that. It's more like a little opinion that I have, and I want to see if anyone else actually agrees with this. So obviously, there's a good few channels out there now doing challenge runs, right? It could be RPGs, it could be a variety of games, but challenge runs are becoming more and more enjoyable. And one thing I've noticed is a lot of people are trying to do them on the new games, you know, like new releases. Obviously, I can understand that from a creator perspective, because obviously new games, they're searched more. So because of that, they've got more chance of getting a lot more views. So I can understand why so many people prefer the newer titles. But on the flip side of that, right, I don't know, I feel like the older games in general are, one, a bit harder, unless obviously, you know, we're talking about stuff like Dark Souls and stuff like that. But aside from that, yeah, aside from that, I feel like there's more variety in the older games in terms of the challenges that you can do. Yeah, so obviously there are some games out there like Gex, you know, Gex, Spyro, Crash. Trying to think of some old games. Obviously I've already done Grandia. Well, you know what, we'll just use the big three. I mean, I suppose there's Croc as well, actually. You know, like these games have a variety of features in them that the execution of them is pretty simple. Yeah, like the game features themselves are pretty basic when it all comes down to it. But even with that, yeah, even with that, because they're so simple and because they're so basic, there are ways that we can try to play the game that we just couldn't possibly do in games nowadays. Does that make sense? I suppose the easiest way I can think of is let's say Crash Bandicoot, for example. Yeah, can you beat Crash Bandicoot without picking up a single apple? Now, in today's games, that'd be pretty simple because, you know, you don't really get stuff like that anymore. Whereas back in the OG, the entire purpose of those games was to collect apples to get extra lives. You know, the apples were pretty hard to actually miss. So it doesn't become a challenge of, oh, can you beat Crash Bandicoot without dying? You know, because I mean, that's pretty simple. Instead, you'd have to sort of think up new ways to get through the stages without being able to grab an apple. Oh, I thought we actually got it then, but no, we didn't. All right, let's do one more, and then we will do some item farming, unfortunately. Just one of them things. So this is probably going to be maybe another ranty style video. Oh man, I was really hoping we could actually get through and get Sin. Oh, then again, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. If we get lucky and we get Tidus's armor in this fight, then we're golden. It's like, I know I got Yuna's, but unfortunately, we can't replace Tidus with Yuna. We actually need Tidus to have the armor, which sucks. And now we just have to wait for all the turns. But yeah, so as I say, I've got the I know I sort of derailed myself with, you know, the whole challenge talk, but as I mentioned, there's one challenge already done. There's one challenge that I just need to record the commentary and edit. And then I do have another challenge that I'm sort of working on, which is probably not all that far from being done. I'm just trying to think. I mean, there is still quite a bit to do, but it should, like, realistically speaking, I can't think of a big enough delay that it wouldn't be ready sort of by then, right? So because of that, we're gonna have maybe around June, July. There are going to be, you know, a bunch of, well, it's probably not going to be June. It's probably going to be sort of end of June, start of July, where for a couple of weeks there are going to be kind of back-to-back challenges, you know? I was sort of thinking maybe I'll just wait till the end of the year, but at the same time, it has been a while since we've done, you know, a challenge. And again, no, it hasn't. I actually did one not long ago, didn't I? Which one did I upload? The Disgaea 5 one, which sadly really did not perform very well at all. That one actually performed really, really bad compared to what I was expecting. Because, I mean, Disgaea 5 is really, really popular. And yet, no, the people just didn't really like the challenge too much. And then before that, it was way back in February where we did FF9 without Gil. Which was honestly super weird, man. That was a really, really weird challenge. Like, hella weird. And then the one before that was FF9 using Kuja, which was super fun. But that was also last year. Dude, that was November last year. It's been a while, you know. The challenges are definitely getting a little sporadic, that is for sure. All right, let's go get some items. Unfortunately, not exactly what I really wanted to do, but it's just one of them. You know what? We're gonna use ×4 speed to speed this up a little. So I probably should have been using this in general, but yeah. Oh, Tidus isn't gonna die, is he? Weapon. We'll just change to the Brotherhood. Yeah, we'll just change to the Brotherhood so he actually dies. Completely forgot about that. It's fine though. We're done with it. We're done with it. Right. Calmlands. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do. No, Gagazat. I think what we're gonna do. We're gonna refill on the necessary items that we need. Then from there, we're going to. Well, we still need to farm sandworm. You know, I should probably make like an Excel sheet just for the things that I need to do, just so I can sort of keep myself on track, which kind of sucks because I was originally having a sheet for, you know, just everything that I needed to do. Well, I say everything I needed to do, that's not quite true. It was more an Excel sheet for each individual video. So it was like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this on, like, say, video 15. And then video 16 is going to be this, this, and this. And then 17 is going to be this. And so on and so forth, right? That's the way I was sort of trying to do things originally. But then we have little issues like this, where some things just take a hell of a lot longer than they really should end up taking. So, because of that, I ended up just, you know, stopping to do that pretty much. Which, realistically, it didn't impact me too much, you know. It's just made... It hasn't made it more awkward. I suppose in a sense, it's just, I'm sort of losing track of what I need to do, you know? It's like following a roadmap and then all of a sudden the roadmap just disappears and before you know it, you're out in the middle of the desert and you haven't got a clue where you're going. That's probably the easiest example I can give for that. Yeah, that's probably is the easiest example. It's cool though, it's cool. So we haven't actually, oh, I don't know why I defended with Riku there. We haven't actually got a huge amount of stuff left to do anyway. We've got this item farm here, which we're not actually going to go crazy with. We're just going to get a few dream powders, just so we can go back to farming landworm. In fact, how much health do they have? 1,800, so I can't actually sleep them. Yeah, so I was just thinking, because obviously we do need to capture a couple of Nidhogs later, which is going to give us greater sphere unlock. We're going to find them in Gagazat. So I was just wondering how much health these dogs had, because obviously the Nidhogs have more. Where's Nidhogg? Oh, Nidhogg's actually classed as a Stolen Faith mob. Interesting. I thought it was going to be a Gagazat mob. Obviously, you can encounter it in Gagazat, because some of the mobs are in multiple areas. So I just always assumed it was a Gagazat mob, but no, I guess not. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna go catch some of them a little bit later, because then that'll give us greater sphere. I don't want to do that until I have the armor for Tidus though. And the reason being is I don't want to accidentally use any of the items, which, you know, I mean, it's kind of hard to do. You know, it is definitely kind of hard to accidentally use items, but it's not impossible to do. And those are very, very, very precious items. So we do need to be very careful. Right, how many do I have? 31. Yeah, we'll go up to 50. It's not going to take that long. Not using ×4 speed anyway. Well, I do need to get some petrified grenades as well, because if I am going to go capture Nidhogs, the petrified grenades are going to be very, very handy for me. for actually going through Gagazet safely. Yeah, I will need to get some of them. I do have enough poison fangs. Obviously I'm getting enough dream powders. So yeah, all we're going to need is the petrify grenades, just for the random encounters, basically. You know, the random encounters that don't actually have a mob in that we need to capture. Oh, I did it again. I defended with Riku. I think I'm just so used to Riku dying first, because that seems to be happening near enough every fight. Oh well, it's one of them. Yeah, I know some people are definitely going to be a little disappointed because we still haven't fought Sin yet. Unfortunately, guys, that is just the way these challenges go sometimes. It all comes down to RNG. It's like we literally cannot fight Sin without these armors. And that's the biggest issue. That is the biggest issue, and obviously we can't get the armors without getting some of these items first. There's kind of one problem leads into another, which makes this other problem much, much bigger. Because when it comes to Sin, or should I say Overdrive Sin specifically, because that one is definitely the worst for it, we won't actually have a single turn where we can heal. It's honestly going to be that tight on turns. We will not have a single turn that we can manually heal. Every single turn, we have to be attacking, or worst case scenario, cleansing a status effect. But we can't do that all the time. So it is going to suck a little bit in that regard. But hey, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. There's not anything we can do about that. So we do need the items, unfortunately. Luckily enough, though, this is actually kind of the last armor farm we need. So after we do this, there's actually only 2 more pieces of armor that we actually need to get, right? And we won't need to get them until way later. And when I say later, I mean literally like basically as we're about to fight Broska's final Aeon. That's where we're going to need these other items. And that's going to be the Phoenix Bracer from Greater Sphere. And we need a Zombie Strike weapon for Auron, which... do we actually have... I might already have that, actually. Let me actually have a quick look. Do I have Zombie Strike? I know I've got Zombie Touch. Yeah, I've got Zombie Touch. Unfortunately, Zombie Touch isn't good enough. We do need it to be a strike ability. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, you know? So we do need to fight Don Tomberry, and we need to fight Greater Sphere. So once we actually get this particular armor, that is all we need. So then we'll be done with gear. At least I think that's all we need. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we need. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. And then after that, it'll actually kind of just be little item grinds here or there. You know, making sure I've got dream powders, poison fangs, petrify grenades. We will need to steal some healing waters from Adamantoises, but obviously we need to capture one inside Sin first. So there will be that to do. And then yeah, that's kind of it. It's like this is kind of the last true grind that we really need. Obviously, once we've done capturing inside Sin and we've done capturing in Omega, there will be like blessed gems and supreme gems that we need to farm, but we don't actually need a huge amount of them. We just need a couple of them. So those will probably be like done in one video, to be fair. Yeah, they'll probably be done in one video. Same with the healing waters. Like, we'll probably do healing waters and the 2 different gems in one video. And then it's just going to be non-stop boss attempts, pretty much, from that point. So this... we are nearly done with the more boring stuff. Just comes down to a case of RNG. Right, well, I definitely have enough grenades right now. I definitely have enough dream powders, I should say. So let's go back to farming Landworm. We are just going to quickly save, though. And I suppose we can stay on times 4 speed. It will make it a little bit quicker, and I feel like we're going to need that many attempts. Alright, Riku, where are we? Dream Powder, 69. Nice. Dude, I couldn't even have planned that if I tried. Because I wasn't even looking, was I? I literally wasn't even looking at how many we had. So that was entirely a fluke, man. That was entirely a fluke that we actually landed on 69. That really is nice, man. That really is nice for sure. All right, come on, give me Tidus's armor. You can do it. Give me Tidus's armor. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? No, we did not. Oh, of course not. Maybe I need a reset. Maybe I need a reset. Well, then again, I've got 48 candles left. Let's go down to 35 candles, and then I will reset. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to 35 candles, and then we'll reset. Because that's still like another 13 kills, right? So we'll see what happens there. Because unfortunately, I do still need a couple of candles for later. Not too many, just a couple. Because it's basically just going to be for... I think it's like 3 mobs that we need them for. And even then, it's not any kind of farming. It's literally just to get through the fight. Oh, I thought we had it then, but no. Wrong character and wrong equipment as well. Right, come on, this is the one. Everybody, cross your fingers, cross your legs, cross your arms, cross your toes. And look, it might sound weird, but it worked the last time we did this, okay? It worked the last time we did this. So everyone cross everything. In fact, you know what? Cross your eyes as well. Make sure you go cross-eyed for the next minute while we do this fight. Dude, you know what? I actually know someone who can go cross-eyed at will. It's so creepy. Which I know is weird to say, because obviously, it's not normal, you know, it's not a normal thing to do. But it's also not exactly a weird thing either. It's just when you actually look at it, it looks kind of off-putting, right? Oh, wrong equipment. But yeah, look, it doesn't look natural, does it? Obviously being super cross-eyed. Because when I say, like, I know someone who can do it, it's not a case of it's very slightly cross-eyed. I mean, they are literally looking in 2 different directions, and neither of them is looking in front. That's how cross-eyed they can go, right? And I don't know, man. There's something about it, you know. To me, it's like the eyes should not go like that. But then I'm also super weird when it comes to this, right? Like when it comes to eyes in general, it's just like, ugh, you know. It's kind of like horror films. So, you know, in horror films, I can watch people have their guts ripped out, their heads crushed, brains go splatter. You know, I can watch all that just fine. But then, kind of like every guy's reaction to when somebody gets proper nailed in the balls, whenever it comes to eyes, like eyes popping out or stuff like that, dude, something inside of me just gets triggered, you know? It just, oh man, it sends shivers down my back. I do not like anything to do with the eyes. Because, I mean, obviously some of you guys will have seen on stream that I wear glasses full time now. Because, yes, I am blind as a bat. Well, I say blind as a bat. I try not to use my my glasses sometimes. Oh, dude, we were so close. We were so close. It was the right character, but the wrong armor. But yeah, so if I'm like just watching TV and that, I really typically won't have my glasses on, which doesn't help when I'm trying to find something to watch because I can't actually see what's on. Oh man, it's like, dude, ever since I started this camera room job, my eyesight has gotten absolutely terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was terrible before, like it was absolutely terrible before, but now it's definitely a lot worse. No contest, man. It is infinitely worse for sure. But yeah, so now I sort of wear my glasses full time. And I can't even remember where I was going with this story. I've literally forgotten the entire point. Oh yeah, we were on about eyes, weren't we? So because of that, like a lot of people are like, well, why don't you just wear contacts? You know, just wear contacts. I'm like, dude, no, I can't wear contacts. Because for me, the idea of, you know, touching my eyeball and putting a contact in or trying to take a contact out, dude, it triggers me. I can't do it. I actually can't do it. I know some people who do wear contacts, like Mama Primal, she has contacts that, funnily enough, she just doesn't wear anymore. She just went back to her glasses. But yeah, I don't know, there's something about it, you know. I can't do contacts. The whole idea doesn't necessarily freak me out, but also kind of does freak me out. I know, it's a really, really weird way of putting it. But yeah, it's one of them. Oh, dude, wrong character. That's 2 for Walker now. That is 2 for Walker, dude. It's not Walker we need, it's Tidus. We need the Shaman shield. Oh, man. So we've had 1 for Una and 1 for Walker drop. Dude, really? Oh, man. That is hella unlucky, dude. That is just so unlucky. We've got to get it soon, though. Surely we can get it soon. I mean, Tidus is in the party. Yeah, he's not getting the actual kill, but he's still getting a little equipment boost rate from being in the active party. Unfortunately, it's just not possible for us to use him to kill the landworm. It would take way too long for a not very worthwhile boost. So it's just not, it's not worth it. Because I know some people are going to be like, yeah, just get Tidus to kill the sandworm, you'll boost it. Guys, the boost that you get from being the killer of the mob, yes, there is a boost, but it's literally a tiny boost, okay? It's not even like a percentage boost. It's like a fraction of a percentage. It's not super amazing. It's like, yes, every little helps, but when you factor in the time that it would take to lower the health of the sandworm, remember, it's on 45,000 and Tidus does 100 damage, yeah? We'd have to use poison fangs. We'd have to use so many shadow gems. The fights themselves would take like 5 times longer. And the benefit we get from the increased drop chance just wouldn't really be worth it. You know, so we're just gonna stick to this method. We know it'll work. We do know full well that this method will actually work. We just don't know how long it's actually going to take, unfortunately. We just need a little bit of luck. Right, so we're gonna do 4 more kills and then I'm gonna reset. Because yeah, we've had no luck. We did get an extra 1 for Walker, but we don't really care about that. Literally, the only character we need right now is Tidus. Suppose at least I can be glad though this isn't Greater Sphere. Because I mean that fight takes about 2 hours per attempt. And obviously we're not even guaranteed to get the armor in that fight. We're also not guaranteed to get it for the right character. So yeah, that could be fun. Just think of it. It's like 2 hour long attempts, man. 2 hours per attempt. And we might not get it. Like, we have to do 10 attempts, right? If we have to do 10 attempts, that is 20 hours. That is 20 hours, guys, for 10 attempts to get the armor. That's a lot of time. Yeah, that is a lot of time. Unfortunately, it's not a smooth time either. It's going to be a long attempt. Oh, still nothing. What is going on? Dude, we're even using the speed up booster right now and we're still not getting it. Like, this is some pretty unlucky RNG. This is definitely some unlucky RNG. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a reset soon. That way I can obviously get all my candles back. And hopefully a new and improved RNG seed, because this is... it's not going well for us. It's just a shame the sandworm doesn't even have any worthwhile items to steal. Obviously it's got shadow gems, but we have 99 of them. Oh, really? Really? I mean, I suppose it's not the end of the world. Right, you know what, guys? I am busting for the toilet, so I will be right back. Okay, we are back. Let's carry on with the worm farming, shall we? Right, let's see if this happens, man. Let's see if this happens, dude. We just need that little teeny tiny bit more luck. That's all we need, man. We just need that little bit of luck, you know? We're probably not gonna get it though. I don't know why, but I've been really unlucky lately. You know when they say like oh, you have a string of good luck followed by a string of bad luck, and then, you know, you go back to good luck and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm definitely in the period of mega bad luck, which is kind of annoying because I never really had super good luck before, did I? Because I'm not even just on about games in general now. It's like even in dude. Seriously, I've literally just been talking about having super bad luck, and we get the freaking item, man. This is karma at its finest right now. Okay, this always happens to me, whether I'm recording, whether I'm streaming, doesn't matter. Karma always comes for me. But hey, this time karma worked out. Karma really worked out for me this time. But guys, we got it. We freaking got it. Okay, so now we need to get everybody ready to go and get my Nidhogs. So we've got the capture weapons on. Let's throw SOS Haste back on. Riku obviously already has it. That is great. So let's go ahead and just lower my health down to 1 HP. We'll do that by quickly fighting Earth Eater. Right. Wow, Riku actually got a turn. That was impressive. That was definitely impressive. All right, let's turn the speed up booster off, and let's go. We are ready. We just need 3 Nidhogs, guys. That's all we need. Actually, is it 3 or 2? I think it's 2. Might be 2. We're gonna get 3 just in case. Luckily enough, they are a super. Oh, I didn't get petrify grenades. I mean, I do have 9. We can use poison fangs. Yeah, I've got plenty of poison fangs. We can use them. We've got dream powders. We've got silence grenades. We should be okay. We should be okay. Maybe. I don't know, actually. It's going to be kind of weird. Let's see how it goes. I do wish I had a few more petrify grenades, but hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully. Because, I mean, Nidhogg is a really common encounter. So we shouldn't have that much trouble. Because realistically, we only need 3 fights, and yeah, I reckon we can get 3 Nidhogs in the gap of 9. I reckon we can do it. I do reckon we can do it for sure. Well, saying that, I still need to capture 5 of everything anyway to get the dark matters later, so I suppose I might as well just capture everything I encounter right now. Right, so we got some bombs and whatever he is. How much health do they all have? Yuna. How much health? 7,800. Dream powder's gonna kill that. A silence grenade isn't, though. Yeah, we can use a silence grenade and then hit him with Walker. Kind of a shame I used all my my sleep powders. Right. Oh, I've only actually got 23 silence grenades as well. Let's hit him with a silence grenade first. Walker really needs to land this hit, man. Oh, he landed the hit, but it didn't capture. Okay, let's just capture the imp anyway. Nope, missed, of course. Defend with Riku. Right, come on, Walker. Capture the imp. Oh. Steal from the grenade. Do need more gems anyway, so... Hey! Oren landed it. Nice. Oh, yeah, they're silenced, but they can still actually hit. Don't kill Riku. Don't kill Riku! This might be a game over. This might be a game over. Really hope this isn't a game over. As long as I can get Riku to get a turn, we're fine. Oh, this is a game over. That's game over. That's definitely game over. We're just gonna die. We're gonna die and load the autosave. That was hella unlucky, that is for sure. It's just a shame Walker didn't do enough damage to capture the imp. Because then I could have used the dream powder on the bombs. It's okay though. I mean, sometimes that's just the way it goes, isn't it? That is just the way it goes sometimes. At least we have the autosave, so I still have my shaman shield. We don't need to go and reform that. Probably. Sure. You know what? No, I'm just gonna get the Nidhogs. We're just gonna get the Nidhogs. I'm gonna do the fights though close to the screen change. Oops. Dude, I wasn't that close to the screen change. Jesus. Ah, there we go. Come on, Nidhogg. Nidhogg. Oh. Terrible mobs, man. Terrible mobs. Right, we're just gonna use a petrify grenade. When I find it. Petrify grenade. Yeah, we definitely got unlucky there. You know, I just realized I should have done. I probably should have used a shadow gem.
Not too good.
Yeah, I probably should have used the shadow gem in that other fight. It's okay though, these things happen. Alright, come on, Nidhogg. Come on. And I was wrong, we only have 8 grenades. Technically now 7. And not 9. Oh. Oh. Okay. So far, this is not going that well. This is definitely not going that well all of a sudden. Are they more common in the next screen? No. No, it's one screen, isn't it? I'm not going to gain enough turns to steal from both of them, but that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to steal from these for a couple of reasons. Namely... Oh, wait, no, I have 99 Mega Phoenixes anyway. But at the same time, I don't want to waste Petrify grenades. As long as they don't kill Riku, we're fine. Yeah, it's fine. If they kill Riku, then it's annoying. But as long as they don't kill Riku, it's fine.
So scared.
So obviously, everyone revives at the end of a fight anyway. But yeah, we can get a rare drop from them, which are Mega Phoenixes. So if we do need to farm them again later... Hey, Nidhogg. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, straight off the bat, Dream Powder. Wait, will Dream Powder kill it? Nidhogg should have over 1,000 health, right? 2,000. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Alright, so Dream Powder. I went past it. There we go. This should kill the Banda. No, it didn't even kill the Banda. Damn, okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to get Orin to actually capture it. Wait, no, it has 1,800 health. Crap. Okay, let's steal from him just to kill him. Shit, the Banda's going to kill someone. Orin, of course. Dream Powder is going to kill the Nidhogg. A Smoke Bomb won't, though. Smoke Bomb will leave the Nidhogg alive, but kill the Bandersnatch. Right. Now we'll use some Shadow Gems just to lower it. Walker can revive Orin and then land a hit on Orin just to put him back in. Oh. Okay, the Nidhogg has less health than I thought, so he's on 95 health. You know what? Let's defend with Walker. Use 2 Shadow Gems, because then this will put him on like 20 health. Like, Walker should be able to capture him here. I'm pretty sure Walker can do 24 damage to the Nidhogg, right? Yeah, 38. Okay, that's fine. So there's one Nidhogg. Marvelous, marvelous. Right, let's go and screen change. Just so we get the autosave. We'll get the screen change for the autosave, and now we need 2 more. And then we will get the items that we need to go fight Sin. And then we can actually go and fight Sin. Oh, down to 6 petrify grenades. Come on, man. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. I need between 1 and 2 more. That's all I need. Just 1 or 2 more. I want to say it's 1. I'm pretty sure it's just 1 more that we actually need. I think it's 4 of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk this like I did last time. We're just gonna kill them.
Not too good.
Come on, Nidhogg. Come on. I need to keep a close eye on how many petrify grenades I actually have left as well. So I don't want to get into a random encounter and realize I don't have any. So 4, so I've got 3 left. I'm going to save 1. Because that way if I get into an accidental encounter, I've got 1 petrify grenade. Come on, Nidhogg. Come on. I just realized I missed a treasure chest up there. Alright, let's go ahead and steal from these guys. Just so we can save a petrify grenade. Alright, come on. Don't kill Riku. Don't kill Riku. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Right, okay. Come on, Nidhogg. Give me 1 Nidhogg. Have you guys noticed how the super common encounters just magically are not common all of a sudden when you actually need them? When you don't need them, they're like super, super common. Maybe I should go grab that treasure chest. Hey, another Nidhogg. Very nice. Okay, Dream Powder. Defend. Defend. Steal from the Mac. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use some Shadow Gems and I'm going to capture the Bandersnatch as well. Because later on we are going to need 5 of everything, so I might as well. Right. The Bandersnatch should die to Auron after this Shadow Gem. Yeah, so it's 191. I'll use 1 more anyway because of the Nidhogg. Right, so Bandersnatch can definitely be captured now by Auron. There we go. Walker, I'm not going to use Walker to attack because that will wake him up and he's only got like 100 health. Well, he's got like 100 health, so Walker would not be able to capture him. Right, so he's going to be on about 65, 66 health now. So Auron and Walker can definitely capture it. Like, this hit from Auron should realistically capture it. Right, okay, that should be enough. That should be enough. How many petrify grenades do I have left? I think I've got 2 left, right? Petrify, 3 left. So I've got 2 attempts, 2 fights. Let's see if we can get 1 more. Okay, well that one didn't work. Come on, we need another Nidhogg, man. 1 more just for safety, dude. 1 more just for safety.
Acceptable.
That's all we need. Alright, 1 more fight. And then I'm going to keep 1 petrify grenade as an emergency use. Dude, we got it. We got it. We're done. Dude, next video is going to be Sin. Next video is literally going to be Sin. Oh my god, yes. Actually, that's kind of bad for me because Sin's going to be brutal. Next video is going to be really, really freaking long, guys. Because obviously you can't save in between the Sin fights. So we've basically got to do them all back to back to back. Right, Shadow Gems. Yeah, we're going to capture them both again. Dude, Shadow Gems are going to make capturing in these later areas so much easier. Just infinitely, infinitely easier. Because you got to think, all we really have to do now in each area, dream powder them, and then just spam shadow gems, basically. That's all we really need to do for capturing now. So it's going to go super quick and easy. Right, Oren can capture the Bandersnatch. There's him done. Can't remember how much half the Nidhogg had, because I was not paying attention to that. So let's use another shadow gem. Oren does about 90. Yeah, we can capture it. We can capture it. Right, that is definitely enough Bandersnatches now, because that is definitely 5 that we have.
Should have stayed home.
Not Bandersnatches, sorry, Nidhogs. Right, okay. Now we just have to try and make it back to the monster arena without getting a game over. Should we just fight Dark Anima? No, that would be very, very bad. That would be very, very, very bad. Wait, it's not there for some reason. Oh, wait, no, I haven't done the switch in the cave, have I? That's why it's not there. By the way, question for you guys. You know how I do the challenges? I actually have one planned that I'm going to do soon. Mainly due to the fact, realistically, it won't take a super huge amount of time. Probably about 100 hours or so. Which, you know, thinking about it now, that is kind of a good chunk of time. But at the same time, it's also not compared to some of the other challenges. And it's actually going to be very, very different to some of the other challenges I've done, but also very, very similar. It's really weird to actually put into terms, and I cannot wait to see what you guys think. But that again is going to be like late July, maybe even August for that one. All right, here we go, man. 99 Chocobo feathers. Sure, not now. So we actually had the Bandersnatches as well, so we're definitely safe. Yeah, we bought all the dragons. 99 Purifying Salts. We're never really gonna use them. Right. This one should be it now. Here we go. Greater Sphere. Boom. 60 Supreme Gems. Let's do it. Bring it on. Bring it on. You guys want to see how we're going to farm Greater Sphere later and why it's going to take so freaking long to kill? Let me show you. Let me show you. Luckily enough, Riku did get a turn as well. This is how we're going to kill Greater Sphere later. Look at how many turns it takes, though. Look at that. Look at that. 254 turns, guys. It's going to be crazy. Luckily enough, there will be ways that we can obviously survive. Yeah, we'll be fine later. But that is why the fight is going to take like 2 hours, because it's going to be 255 turns that we need to survive. So it's going to be a pretty brutal farm for sure. Right, okay, guys, we have everything we need now for Sin. So we have our 60 Supreme Gems. We have our Shaman armors that we need. So the next video is going to be farming Sin. Well, I say farming Sin, we're going to try and beat Sin. So, if you are not already, make sure you subscribe over on Ko-Fi or check out the YouTube membership so you get early access to those videos, because it is going to be one hell of a boss rush, guys. So definitely look forward to them. As always, though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.